Well, this took a bit longer than I would have liked, but I am glad that I enjoyed the film even more. So, that's just gonna be my favorite this year is definitely gonna be on the list. So, with the first full trailer for the long gestating reboot of Superman coming me on Thursday, especially in light of a reveal of the poster as well as a snippet of the theme music, which is going to be its own spin on the John Williams theme. So, with that in mind, I thought I would take a look back about a documentary film which chronicles not just an actor who portrayed a character and went on to be the standard that every subsequent version was held to, but was a remarkable individual in his own right, even with the challenge they faced. So, without further ado, and even with my editing software not really liking slashes at all, here are my thoughts on this year's Superman, the Christopher Reeve Story. The documentary, which is a co-production between DC, HBO, and CNN, and is a very moving portrait of not only the actor's time as the Man of Steel, but his entire film career and personal life from originally coming up as a young actor studying at Juilliard in the 1970s to his varied work in prestige films to include The Remains of the Day, and he was even in the romantic drama brought up a few amount of times, Somewhere in Time. I'm up to his activism after his tragic horseback riding accident in 1995, and how his legacy continues even after his passing in 2004, as well as that of his wife Dana in 2006, with his children also now carry on his work, and how he, both on and off screen, inspired so many people and continues to do so even long after he's gone. Even though he did not initially believe it, he was a hero both on and off screen. And as an actor, I still maintain that he never did things halfway. He always gave it his all, no matter the quality of the work he was putting out, turn out, and he truly owned that. I mean, they also get into some of the more eerie ones, like how the last one he did before the accident being a TV film about suspicion, which he played a detective who was similarly wheelchair bound, or was he? And also a very underrated remake of Rear Window, which it's rather than the original James Stewart version, which he had a broken leg. They actually worked one Star worked his paralysis in the story. So, and you know that part of the show where he was losing oxygen. Yeah, it turns out that part wasn't entirely fake. I mean, he really gave everything, no matter the role, and he also really appreciate how the role of Roger Swan in Smallville fairly early on that he was the one who told Clark who he really was, and in a sense, passing the torch from one being the character to the next. I mean, also soft when other versions do that. I mean, she'll also feature Ned O'Toole as Martha Kent and Helen Slater as a vision of his mother Laura as well. So, and but and also accounts from not just family but friends, colleagues, fellow actors and filmmakers. I mean, it's and yes, one of the clips featured was indeed the one that trended out online after the disastrous final chronable in The Flash as well, about the elements of that banned 100 million domestic and trying to redo those. But this is definitely still much more impactful than any CG double ever could be. Just as I still maintain before, and I will continue to maintain as long as I intend to, who is that Superman as a character represents who we want to be as people, or, or the best of humanity. Clark Kent, in a way, represents who we really are, our flaws, insecurities, and just trying to live in a society that isn't always is is going to be on the up and up, which is a key reason why I'm have the new film I'm most anticipated ones next year, and why I have a lot of optimism, albeit cautiously, about the new DCU. Who it's not just one I want to see coming in next year. It's one that no matter where I am, I think I'm gonna need to. Yeah, won't be the last time this comes up, but in a way, the film also another affirmation of what I always appreciate and a quality I always appreciate, to be the change you want to see in the world. I mean, can't always wait for it to happen, and more often than not, if you want something to be done, you need to put it out there and do everything in your power to make it happen. And no matter what direction I say I take after the move, I definitely intend to keep that going, as well as encourage others in that same vein. I mean, for others to be the change that they want in the world. I mean, and much as with this film, and many of the words spoken by the late beloved individual, all that have this quality, I mean, it definitely is one that I cannot recommend enough personally. I mean, and it's definitely one I would have liked to have seen theatrically, but now that I have seen it at home, it is one, and it is definitely going to be well worth the time you spend with it. I mean, it is every bit as key to who the idea as anything else. I mean, I genuinely believe that that through his work on screen and off, he changed the landscape of both film and disability advocacy for the better. I mean, and it's also going to be like an underlying message that I'm definitely going to be taking to heart over the next few years. I mean, once you choose hope, anything is possible. I also intend to talk about the last live action and one I have not addressed yet, that being the Richard Donner cut of the second film, which is a definitive version, and also have some of James's other work, or when he first started out as a filmmaker, in mind for them as well. You all just have to wait and see which ones, though. That will be all for now, and I'll see you all again very soon, so take care, everyone.